Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of P&M's Movie Criticisms. I'm Miss M. Yeah. So, if you haven't seen some of Miss P's work, go check it out. If you haven't heard, all these blockbusters are coming out. Man, we gotta separate two. Better than one for this task. But anyways, hey, you know what we're reviewing today? None other than Spider-Man, A Brand New Day. Whoa, this is some crazy stuff right here. I mean, have you heard about what's happening in the box office? Man, I met Tom and Zendaya having a field day. Hi, Tom. Hi, Zendaya. How you doing? Ah, yeah. Take a break. You know, you had a lot of movies come out. Tom, Zendaya, like wow, all these movies, The Odyssey. God, man, I tell you. So much has been going on. And also, congratulations to Destin Daniel Cretton. Wonderful. And you also have a really good lineup here. You have John Bernthal reprising his role as the Punisher, as Frank Castle. Hi, John. You have Sadie Sink, who is making her debut to the Marvel Universe as Jean Grey. Ooh, also exciting. Hmm. I got some thoughts wandering, scurrying around in my mind. I don't know, like, what's gonna happen there? I really wonder what they're gonna do with her. Because this was just an introduction. Mark Ruffalo reprising his role as the Hulk. You would think. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We have a lot here. It's a really good cast. And then Jacob Batalon reprising his role as Ned. Hey, Jacob. So let's actually talk about this movie. As you know, on Peanut Movie Criticisms, we rate our movies uh, using the hot sauce chart. Okay, so up at the top is the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper is perfection. We're talking Oscar worthy. Character arcs, story arcs, epic writing, production design. It lacks nothing. Cinematography. Beneath that is the ghost pepper. The ghost pepper is hot, but it's just missing a crucial element that keeps it from being the legendary Carolina Reaper. Beneath that, we have, well, it's not bad. The habanero, it's got heat to it. It's a solid, feel-good film. It's decent for date night, family night. Beneath that, though, is, well, the jalapeno, and it's a little bit lacking. It's heat. It's like, yeah, maybe it's been out there. Whew, it's not packing a lot. It's like, okay, maybe I should have chosen another movie. And then beneath that is a bell pepper. Just imagine Miss P going, bow, bow, bow. She's throwing popcorn at the screen, and me thinking to myself, did I just spend how many hours watching this movie? And time is money? So, how do I rate Spider-Man A Brand New Day? I'm just gonna look at the screen to build suspense. Okay, now, taking into consideration, does Peter Parker, also arguably Spider-Man, do they make a character arc? I'll say so, yes. Hmm. Does Jean Grey make a character arc? I would say Jean Grey makes a character arc. Does MJ make a character arc? While there's progress, I do believe it's more of a story arc. There's not so much of an arc that happens with her, except for XYZ 123, and I really don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't watched the movie. So I will say that. Um, nah, no, there's no character arc there. Now, I will say that MJ has character development somewhat, a little, and not really. I think it's all really very situational, standard cause and effect. So I'm gonna say it's also kind of lacking with the no character development. How about Frank Castle, Mr. Punisher? Hmm. Let's see. I would say he does make a character arc. He does. There is a character arc there. Does anybody else have a character arc? Nope, not at all. So taking into consideration the character arc, its ability to keep me entertained despite the fact that the mid-film was 2 hours and 17 minutes, I found myself thinking, goodness, this is a long movie. But it kept me engaged and it kept me entertained. You know, there's a lot that's going on. I almost was even thinking, they can make just 2 films. But it kept my attention. It kept my attention. It was a good movie. Do I think it's a Carolina Reaper? No, I do not. Do I think it is a ghost pepper? Nah, I don't think so. But it's not a habanero either. Film's got really good humor though. Just definitely got good humor. I feel like MJ could have had a really good character arc here though. I mean, she does go through some changes and everything, but I don't think MJ's character was really challenged. And you might say, well, why does her character even need to be challenged? What you do on one side, you do on the other. What you do on one side of a math equation, you do on the other. What you do on one side of a common sentence, you do on the other. MJ and Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, are an item. They'll always be an item. There always will be a Mary Jane. She is his universe. So her having a strong character arc, character development, I do think is essential. I do think the ball was dropped there. Despite the fact that this film was, I think, long, it kept my attention. And I do like the humor, and I do like the character arcs that we do have here. We have them where they count with Tom Holland, just Peter Parker. You have them where it counts with Sadie Sinks, Jean Grey. I'm going to call it Ghost Pepper-esque. Okay. I'm gonna say it Ghost Pepper-esque. I know. You might be being a little nitpicky. Well, I critique film, so yeah. But let's get into the reasons. We just can't say, oh, yeah, this is how we're rating it. We have to introduce you to P&M's movie criticisms criteria. So coming in at number 9, do we like it or do we love it? Is it historically accurate? Did it distract my emotions? Did it keep my attention? Production elements, directing, quality of acting, sound quality and effects, and Miss P's favorite cinematography. Well, did I like it? Oh, I like it. Do I love it? I'm close to loving it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I love this film. Because I don't feel that way. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just gonna be honest with you. Um, I love it more than I like it. So I'm definitely more on the love side. Is it historically accurate? Well, this is fiction, but when it comes to historical accuracy, we do think about historical accuracy in terms of the franchise itself, which follows, if you've been following the Spider-Man franchise, you know that Spider-Man had to make some really hard choices to save Ned and MJ. And if you haven't watched it, you gotta go back and watch the other Spider-Mans. What have you been doing if you haven't? Do it. But yeah, you gotta go and you gotta watch it if you haven't. All right. Okay, so when he makes those hard choices, the love of his life, MJ, and his best friend Ned don't remember him. And that's the premise of this film. That's the premise. The people that were the fabric of his world don't remember him. They either don't remember him or they're dead, right? We know Spider-Man's aunt, she's gone. We know his uncle, he's gone. The only people he has are MJ and Ned, and they don't even remember him. This causes Peter Parker, Spider-Man, to overwork and overwork and overwork and overwork, overexert. Okay, not to mention he's starting to have headaches. He's literally starting to have growing pains. Okay, because I don't want to give away too much information because I don't want to spoil it. So let's just say he's in his butterfly phase right now, and he's more like a caterpillar right now, and it's what's happening to him is scaring him because you would have thought that his metamorphosis was over, but it's not. It's not over. And it's like the hero's journey. You ever familiar with Joseph Campbell's hero's journey? Where the hero goes from the ordinary world to the extraordinary world? The story of Spider-Man is a perfect case of this. A lot of superheroes where they go from being a regular human to a superhuman, right? So this is essentially, to me, trying to say this without saying it. Let's just say his journey into the supernatural, his journey into the extraordinary world is not done. It's not finished. It is not complete. And it's scary because he doesn't know what's happening. It's painful. I guess it's the only way you can call it is just growing pains. Just growing pains. Anyways, let's continue. Did it strike my emotions to keep my attention? Yeah, it did keep my attention. Well done, Destin. Yeah, it struck my emotions. You know, I was like, oh, Peter, MJ, oh no, look what she said, blah, 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 blah. Can't give you too much information. You haven't seen the movie, see it. Okay. You gotta see the movie. Next. It was also funny. There's a scene where, let's just say it's the climax and it's getting serious, and the Punisher's like, whoa, Spider-Man, what's that? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because if you haven't seen the movie, you're just gonna have to find out. Production elements. Whoa, very nice. New York centered. It's solid. But let's get nerdy with it. This movie has grossed higher than Disney Marvel's Avengers Endgame. Black Panther was crazy highest grossing, and before that, the highest grossing film in a short amount of time. But guess who broke that record? Black Panther. You'll have second place. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh my gosh. I mean, this film is doing it. We're talking about this film has broken so many records. It's insane. We're talking like the biggest Tuesday ever at a domestic box office with $42 million. Okay, it outdoes Spider-Man's No Way Home, which did $39 million. Okay, for biggest Tuesday, and then Brand New Day delivered the highest grossing Monday with $47 million, besting the high record set by 2018's Black Panther, which had a $40 million on a Monday. That is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. What are you doing this Monday? Well, I'm gonna see Spider-Man, A Brand New Day. So this is really good. This is really good. This is just breaking a lot of records, but we're not done yet. We're talking about Toy Story 5 was so far the summer's biggest hit. Well, it's Toy Story 5. You'll always have number 2. Summer's almost done anyways, right? but, but, but you decide, Toy Story 5. Alright, let's get really nerdy with it. You know how I like to do. $225 million. $225 million for the budget. You know, for a film to be a success, it has to be 2.5 times, 3.5 times the budget. So what's that? 225, and then that would be 450, and then about $775 million, right? I'm just thinking. So, let's take a look at this because I don't need to do all this. I got box office mojo here. So domestically, Spider-Man: A Brand New Day has made 481,876,434 dollars. Boy, and internationally, $706,300 million. The world loves Superman. Do you? I mean, excuse me. I don't know how I even got that in here. Also, it's the wrong universe. That's DC. Anyways, um, we're looking at worldwide, combining domestic and international at 1 billion, 180 million, $176,434. Ay, Chihuahua. Well, do we even need to say the word flop? There's no reason for it. Um, wow, that's amazing. Again, congratulations. And this has to be so exciting for all of you. All of you have to be so exciting. All right, let's continue. Hmm. So quality of acting. Tom's acting was pretty good. It was good. Hey, Tom, if you ever watch this video, I don't think you will, but just on the chance that you may. Can I? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say can I. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I respect you as an artist. I do. I do. Your acting was good. It's solid. But you better be. It's safe. You've been playing Spider-Man for like how long? Like goodness gracious, it's been like a decade. I went back and I was like, oh my gosh, has it been this long already? Also, since I just reviewed the Odyssey, you do gotta pick up your acting for that though. But I'm also looking at Christopher Nolan for not pulling that extra out of you. But anyway, this is about Spider-Man, right? So, um, Zendaya, she's always on point with her acting, also in Odyssey as Athena, right? Always on point. I think she has a way of pulling something out of him, Tom. I do. just their chemistry is amazing. And you know what? Chemistry, on-set chemistry does that. It does that. That chemistry and another actor who's superior in acting, which Zendaya's acting to Tom compared to Tom's is superior, by the way. I will stand on that. If you want to come, let's go. But it has to be civil because, listen, I don't do that. I don't throw hands like that. You have to bring your facts. Bring your facts. Okay, so bring your facts, okay? And it's that superior acting combined with chemistry can really bring out some really good acting. Um, Frank's acting, John Bernthal as Frank, good. Mark, of course, Mark is OG in the game. He knows how to do it. The acting is pretty good, and the acting is really good. Quality of acting, good. Sound quality effects, good. Cinematography, come on, it's Marvel. Um, if you know me and you watch this podcast, then you know I'm a stickler for story and character arcs. Peter Parker Spider-Man realizes the importance of embracing the change that he's going through. Without character development and him making that character arc, he never would have been able to finish that arc. It just would have been left undone. At the beginning of the movie, the Punisher and Spider-Man are arguing and fighting. And Frank, he makes his character arc. He realizes that, yeah, the Punisher, his family was murdered. And he's never been the same since. Just never. And he realizes, maybe I'm not so alone, right? Him and Spidey, they make a good team. A really good team. And that he has a brother in arms. So there's a character arc there that's crucial for somebody like Frank, because he's got a lot of, right? Oh boy, it's dark in there. We already knew that even before Jean said so when she peered to his map. Wait, was that too much information? Hopefully not. But just in case it was, just pretend like I didn't say it. So I like that character arc. And then for Jean Grey, how do we say this without saying it? I think she does make a character arc. I think there's a character arc with her. I think so. The only thing I will say is there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering. And she almost takes a very dark path. But XYZ 1 to 3 happens. Anyways, it's a pretty good movie. I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do with Jean Grey. Um, this has to be really exciting to make this debut because even though Netflix is everything, but there's a difference when you're coming onto the silver screen. More is expected of you. It just is. And for Sadie, let's see what they're gonna do with Jean Grey. She's young, very young. So, just like Tom and I were doing this when they were like early 20s or teenagers, I think they were teenagers, and so they're still going strong. They still look the same, aging very well. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and watch it. It's good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't blog. That's the only thing I have to say about it. Because time is money. But hey, I'm being productive with this for me. And so by making a film review, so it works. Hey everybody, I miss M. If you're not following or liking the show, haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And if there's something you want me or Miss P or P and M to review, just let us know. It was nice. Hey, I'm out of here. See you later.